In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 9th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Knicks versus Charlotte Hornets. The New York Knicks will travel to the Spectrum Center on Friday night to take on the Charlotte Hornets in an Eastern Conference matchup. The Knicks are 9th in the East with a 12-13 record and are on a 2-game winning streak after a 113-89 home win on Wednesday against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hornets are 13th in the East with a 7-18 record and are on a 3-game losing streak after a 122-116 road loss against the Brooklyn Nets. This will be the second of 3 games against one another, as the Knicks picked up a 134-131 overtime home win back on October 26th. Looking at the betting trends, the Knicks are 1-5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record, 17-6 against the spread in their last 23 road games, and 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Hornets are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 6-0 against the spread in their last 7 games following a loss, and 6-2 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 23-11-2 in the last 36 meetings overall. The Knicks are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Charlotte, and the Knicks are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Knicks are shorthanded again, as Obi Toppin and Ryan Arcidiacono are both out, while the Hornets have ruled out Mark Williams, Dennis Smith Jr., and LaMelo Ball. Looking at the offensive production in the previous 4 games heading into this matchup, the Knicks are averaging 102 points per game, while the Hornets are scoring 111.5 points per game and are a scrappy team dealing with injuries. A big reason why is that Charlotte has been fluent with the basketball, as they are 13th in basketball with 25 assists per game, while New York is 21st with 23.6 assists per game as a team. The Charlotte Hornets are a complete mess right now, which includes losing their last 5 games by an average of 10 points, and they lose at home by an average of 4 points. The Knicks are coming into this one as the team in better shape, and they would have taken plenty of confidence from their dominant win over the Hawks on Wednesday. The Hornets have been playing better basketball lately, and they were competitive in their narrow loss to the Nets, but I believe the Knicks represent decent value at the short line in this spot. The Knicks are healthy for the most part, and they need to take advantage of spots like this if they're a legit playoff contender. So the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Knicks are averaging 114 points per game and 111 points per game on the road. They averaged 123 points per game in their last 3 games against the Hornets. They play at a fast pace, averaging 104.6 possessions per game. They are facing a team that is giving up 111 points per game at home and will hit their average in this game. The Hornets are averaging 110 points per game and 107 points per game at home. They averaged 121 points per game in their last 3 games against the Knicks. They play at a faster pace, averaging 105 possessions per game. The Hornets and Knicks played over the total in their last 3 meetings. With the Knicks giving up 112 points per game on the road, the Hornets will score enough points to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards versus Indiana Pacers. The Washington Wizards will be trying to snap their 6-game road losing streak when they face the Indiana Pacers on Friday night. The Wizards are coming off a 115-111 loss to Chicago as 5-point underdogs. The Pacers are coming off a 121-115 loss to Minnesota as 4.5-point underdogs. Washington is 7-3 in its last 10 games against Indiana. Looking at the betting trends, the Wizards are 1-3-2 against the spread in their last 6 road games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-7-2 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The Pacers Pacers are 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 home games, 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games following a loss, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings overall, and the Wizards are 1-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Indiana. The Wizards are shorthanded again as Bradley Beal and Rui Hachimura are still out while Kristaps Porzingis is questionable, and the Pacers are keeping an eye on Miles Turner and Isaiah Jackson, who are both questionable. The Indiana Pacers are in terrible form right now, and that includes losing their last 5 games by an average of 11 points. However, the Washington Wizards are down a lot of key players. Beal and Hachimura are already out, but Porzingis and Barton remain questionable. That's arguably the Wizards' top 4 players dealing with injuries. The Pacers have been well below their best lately, but they have all their key players available and should be good enough to beat this banged-up Wizards team at home. If the Pacers can't roll here at home, something is wrong. So the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both these teams' defenses struggle to limit chances while the Pacers' offense is clicking on all cylinders. Indiana plays at a pace of 103.3, which ranks second in the NBA, while Washington plays at a pace of 98.9, which ranks 23rd, but I do expect Indiana to get an early lead, which will force them to play at a faster pace. As well, at home, Indiana is 6-4 in hitting the over, while Washington is 13-12 in hitting the over. In Indiana's last 10 games, the games are averaging 231 points per game. Additionally, a ton of points have been scored on these defenses. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Orlando Magic. The Toronto Raptors are paying a visit to the Orlando Magic for consecutive games, starting with a Friday night showdown at Amway Center. The two teams recently played on December 3rd, with the Raptors pulling out a 121-108 home victory. The Magic broke a 9-game losing streak on Wednesday with their 116-111 overtime win over the Los Angeles Clippers. Toronto is 5-5 over its past 10 and defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 126-113 in its most recent game. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 road games, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a losing record, and 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 road games against a team with a home record less than .400. The Magic are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 home games, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win. Head-to-head, the over is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings overall. The Raptors are 11-2 against the spread in the last 13 meetings overall, and the Raptors are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Orlando. The Raptors are missing Otto Porter Jr. and Precious Achiuwa, while the Magic are still without Gary Harris, Chuma Oak, and Jalen Suggs. The Raptors rank 11th in defensive rating, but their opponents shoot the 4th highest effective field goal percentage and the 4th highest percentage at the rim in the league. The Magic have a top 10 field goal percentage at the rim and shoot 36.8% of their shots at the rim, which is one of the highest percentages in the NBA. Banchero is expected to bully his way into the paint, drawing fouls and distributing to Ball and Mo Wagner, who combined for 40 points against the Clippers last game. I don't want to back the Orlando Magic as much as the next guy, but I'm certainly not laying a big number with the Raptors on the road. The Toronto Raptors lose on the road by an average of 2 points while allowing 48.5% shooting, and they only win in the favorite role by an average of 5 points. The Magic will build on their win on Wednesday by scoring 60 points or more in the paint against Toronto's poor interior defense in this one. It feels like we're stealing an extra bucket or 2 here, so the Orlando Magic to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Orlando and Toronto are 21st and 24th overall in pace, possessions per 48 minutes. The Magic are scoring the second fewest points, and the Raptors are among the worst shooting teams in the NBA. These teams will combine to shoot below 45% from the field, with the Magic scoring enough points at the foul line to cover the spread in a lower scoring game. In the previous matchup, Toronto shot its highest shooting percentage of the season, 11% higher than its season average. It won't replicate that shooting performance on the road. The under is 11-0 in Orlando's last 11 Friday games. Expect that trend to stay hot versus Toronto. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.